Hey everyone! If you're looking to get a real estate appraisal in Salem, New Jersey, it might feel a little complicated, right? Well, good news. It's actually pretty straightforward once you know the steps. In this quick explainer, we're going to break down exactly how it all works.
Okay, let's get right to it. It's the big question, isn't it? What is your home in Salem really worth? I mean, for real. Whether you're thinking about selling, maybe refinancing, or just planning for the future, an online estimate just isn't going to cut it. You need a real, defensible value, a number that's backed by a pro and will actually hold up when it matters most. So, let's figure out how you get that number.
All right, first things first. Why do you even need an appraisal? This isn't just someone's opinion or suggestion. Nope. An appraisal is a formal, official valuation. And honestly, it's often a requirement for some of the biggest financial and legal moves you'll ever make.
And you know what's wild is just how many different situations call for one. I mean, look at this list. Of course, there's selling or buying a home. That's the one we all think of, right? It sets a fair price. But it goes so much deeper. If you're refinancing, settling an estate, or even going through a divorce, that certified number, it's absolutely crucial. Lenders, lawyers, even the courts, they all rely on it. It's that unbiased professional opinion that keeps everything on solid ground.
Okay, so you figured out you need one. Now what? Where do you even begin? It can feel a little overwhelming. I get it, but trust me, it's not as scary as it sounds. We've actually boiled it all down into a super simple 4-step plan. This is your clear path to getting that property value, nice and easy.
Let's walk through this together, step by step. First, you got to define your purpose. Why are you doing this? Is it for a loan? A legal thing? Knowing this up front is key because it changes the type of report you need. Step 2, gather up your info. Pull together any details you have on upgrades, permits, old surveys, anything that tells the story of your home. This helps the appraiser get the full picture. Third, it's time to make some calls. You're going to want to contact 2 or 3 local appraisers. Ask them about their fees, how long it'll take, and definitely about their experience right there in Salem. And finally, step 4 is just the logistics. Schedule the inspection and get a clear timeline for when you'll have the report in your hands. See? A little prep work makes a huge difference.
And that brings us to maybe the most important part of this whole thing, choosing the right appraiser. Seriously, not all appraisers are created equal. Who you pick is the key to getting a valuation you can actually trust. So let's dig into what really makes a great appraiser stand out from the crowd.
Okay, key number 1, and this is a big one, local experience. Real estate is all about location, 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 right? Well, that means it's super, super local. You need an appraiser who knows Salem County, someone who understands the little quirks of each neighborhood, the zoning rules, what's selling and for how much. That deep local knowledge, it's not just a nice to have, it's an absolute must for an accurate number.
Next up, key number 2, specialization. Think about it. You wouldn't go to a foot doctor for a heart problem, right? Same idea here. If you've got a house, a condo, or a small multifamily property, you want an appraiser who specializes in residential real estate. They just get it. They know what buyers are looking for and what drives value in a home. And that means you're going to get a much more precise valuation.
And key number 3, clear communication. This is so important. A good appraiser doesn't just drop a 50-page report in your lap and disappear. They should be able to walk you through it, explain what it all means, and be totally willing to answer your questions. That kind of transparency is a massive sign that you're dealing with a real pro. Okay, so we've talked about the why and the who. Now let's get into the what. What kind of report are you actually going to get? Because believe it or not, they're not all the same. The whole point of your appraisal really shapes the kind of service you'll need.
So, check this out. Each type of appraisal is tailored for a very specific job. If you're buying a house or refinancing, you need a report that the bank can use to approve your loan. But if you're dealing with an estate or a divorce, you need something much more detailed and legally solid, what we call defensible. And then there are appraisals for things like challenging your property taxes or getting rid of PMI. The bottom line is, you have to match the report to your goal. It's essential.
All right, so we've covered the why, the how, and the who. You should be feeling way more confident now. You've got a clear roadmap to getting an accurate appraisal. So let's bring it all home and talk about taking that very first step, right here in Salem.
You know, knowing the process is one thing, but actually finding a great local professional is the other half of the equation. So just to help you out, let's look at a real-world example of a local expert so you know exactly what to look for when you start your search.
So, here's a great example. The Appraising Group Salem. When you look at a company like this, notice what they focus on. Things like accuracy, speed,
professional reporting. That's the stuff you want to see. When you're making your calls, look for these same things. Do they have a local address? Do they clearly state what they do? Use these details as your checklist to compare different appraisers and find the perfect one for you.
And there you have it, a complete, no-fluff guide to getting a real estate appraisal done right here in Salem. You've got the plan, you know what to look for, the power is officially in your hands. So, I've just got one question for you. What's the very first piece of information you're going to pull together for your property today? Is it that list of upgrades? Maybe that old survey map? Whatever it is, get started. Thanks so much for tuning in.